Hi there, Collective. Actually, Selective Collective. Okay, and I say Selective Collective because only so many people are going to watch this. I know that. And only if you are drawn to this video. What are we going to talk about? This is going to be one of those out there messages. I'm sure the channeling's going to be kind of out there because the message I got was, Kim, you need to talk about some clowns. You need to talk about clowns. Why do I need to talk about clowns? What is the clown? Who is the clown? What does it represent? Okay, well, if you look in the spiritual history of clowns, clowns came about before chaos. They're known as the reversal of order. Okay, the reversal of order, the clown. The clown was also used to deflect from demonic activities. This is why I say this channel is going to be a little out there. Things, people, situations that are dressed up to look a certain way, like they're harmless, like a clown, but have some kind of agenda. And the agenda is the reversal of all order. It's a strange one, guys. I know. It's a strange one, right? But it's what we're going to channel. And I want to get messages about the clowns. The clowns of the world. The clowns of the U.S. The clowns. I want to know about them. Tell me about them. What kind of reversal of order are we talking about? And what kind of ties to something a little dark are we talking about? Yeah, it's going to be unusual. This is unusual. This is unusual. But I go where the Spirit lead me, right? Where is Spirit leading us? Tell me about these clowns. Tell me about these clowns. It's almost like somebody or energies that want to be very in your face. Like, look at me. I look like a clown, but look at me. I'm innocent. I'm sweet. But there's something so secretive about it, too. It's about separation. About separation. It's about the reversal of order and separation. These clowns. It's about gathering power all for themselves. And making people feel very separate. I think that was maybe the agenda. And I know that this is really strange, okay? I know this reading is really, really strange. I feel like if you understand what I'm talking about, though, you'll really get it. So there's been this energy around in the collective before that's working on the separation of people instead of the unity of people. That's the agenda. The agenda would be the reversal of what already had a natural order of kindness and compassion. All right, so that's what I'm picking up. And then I'm getting the androgen. Oh, this card's beautiful. Because it says that there are things coming together in unity, in contrast to what some kind of agenda was about. And androgen is about coming together with other energies to create something here that doesn't have a label on it, that is new. It's a new creative project, and it's from Spirit. It's from Angels on Most High. Okay. You always have to have like the darkness to on this in this energy or on this earth. You have the darkness that gives you contrast to see the light. But it feels like it's trying to tell me that there was a time where there was a lot more darkness than there was light, and it caused this great separation. Okay, separation between people's hearts. And now that the balance is back or getting restored, new energy, there's something new to be created. And in this energy, in this love energy, it's bringing everybody together. And the colors will be used to create something new instead of to paint a clown. I know, strange again, right? Magnetism. You can't stop this force that's coming in. There's an energy. There's a force. It's almost like nature rebelling. Giving wisdom, giving insight to people. Opening up eyes. Exposing things. Exposing things. And it's absolutely magnetic and powerful. And this is already in your blood, this power that had been in a sense taken from people through the separation, and honestly some dark tactics. This power had been tried to be harnessed by just few people, few groups. That's changing. That's obviously changing. That's like the biggest part of this message, is to say that this stuff is changing. Okay? All right. You all have been dealing with a lot of clowns. You all have been dealing with a lot of clowns. Things disguised with a not so good agenda, an agenda of separation, causing drama, conflict, and separation. Keeping people in a fog, yes. Keeping people in a fog, keeping hearts in a fog. Making people think they had to choose sides. But already arranging the sides, both sides, all sides. Already surrounded, and then saying that you had a choice. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Look at this. Mars energy, very similar to iron. There's a force now that is here that is saying to these darker energies, now you have a force to reckon with. And it's more powerful. Mars. Oof. Ultimately, this energy comes in to be the peacemaker. Believe it or not. That energy actually comes in to be the peacemaker. It's really coming across to me as like, well, the powers that be in nature, in your gods and goddesses, in everything that really embodies the light energy, knows when it was off balance, and knows that something has to change, or that something is changing about that. All right. I doubt this reading's going to resonate with many people, but we're just going to keep going. Just going to keep going. This is kind of what I was talking about. This energy that's been here. Feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. But this particular group or energy, darker, they were making the choices for you. They were making the paths you could go there, and they were writing the consequences and the laws and all of that. Like, they were doing it all and then putting you in there and saying you had choice. And now, thank God, people are learning more that the choice is within, and you make that choice within. And once you start doing that and you get really good at that, then you start wanting to say, oh, wait a minute, that's not what my inner world reflects. And there's something about that yeah, the obstacles, it's like giving you a choice and then making sure that there was an obstacle in the way too, creating that also. This energy that I'm talking about went overboard, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And really almost had us all on a really bad timeline. It's still... yeah, I don't really know. But I have a feeling that the light is winning. Let's say that. Some of these energies that were for separation, creating all of the things and the obstacles, and the laws too, creating the choices and the consequences for you, almost like they were playing God. That's something that this light is exposing, but it's taking a little while because it's having to be exposed from the inside of people's hearts out. And there's still fog and there's still confusion here. And these energies would not ever say that they were on a dark side. Let me get that clear too. They would be dressed up as a clown. Funny, right? Not scary. Unless you're the clown from It, which they might be. All right. This thing that's stepping in, showing its power in the right way, you could call it the divine matrix. And the matrix where people's hearts are separated, feeling like they have the either or decision, or there's this trap. They're not part of the divine matrix. They're not part of that divine plan. And in essence, they're getting weeded out. Slowly. Slowly. As the divine matrix becomes more weaved into everything that you do, as the divine matrix becomes more and more powerful than the matrix that has been created here on earth, everybody will find themselves and find direction a lot easier. The divine matrix does not swear to somebody blindly. The divine matrix has love, care, and compassion for everybody. For everybody in it, no matter how you play a game, good or bad, fail or not, money or poor, rich or broke. The divine matrix has everything included. And it all has a path to this salvation. But the false matrix, the matrix that everyone has been in for a very, and still is, the construct here, it was different because it didn't have an outlet for everybody. That's what made it so different, is that it blindly swore oath to things that were kind of dark, that created separation, that created opportunities for some and then none for others. And that is something that's being changed. That energy is being redirected. This is like an overlay. It's much more powerful. You could say it's golden. I think that these energies were really responsible for people losing their way and forgetting how divine they were by creating such injustice, especially with judgment and comparison and consequences that left people paralyzed for the rest of their lives in their matrix. That they separated, and literally they were responsible for a lot of people feeling like they were separate from their divine self, from feeling special, giving privilege to some and not others. And they were very strong and they're big in the contribution to people falling off their path and turning to some bad things out of hopelessness and despair. And the reason why is because your divine being, you hold a light, and therefore on a false construct, you're not going to find that other that light there. You're not going to find that. You're going to find people with power issues. Crown game, right use of power is coming back. The right use of power is coming back. I like to see that. Like I said, there's something about these other energies that are entering that are like not having it anymore. As well as all the beautiful fallen angels who have discovered who they really are. Opportunities that only the laying down of the divine matrix could have provided for them. They were there in the beginning. And then these power things came about. Well, I feel like that's healing. And there's a power shift. These videos are not wrong about that I see out there of, you know, the meek will inherit the earth. People feeling like they're chosen ones. They should. If you've been called, then you're chosen. If you've been called to wake up to this stuff, then yeah, you are chosen. But I mean, something about that's healing. Something about all of this is healing. It has to do with the power. I'm not going to talk into it really, really deep because I believe everybody could be chosen necessarily, but these energies are dying out. I guess that's my biggest point, is that these energies are dying out. Coming back to a place of acceptance, self-love, self-care, the same thing everybody usually preaches about on tarot channels. Stranger, curiosity, the light and the dark. But what I'm noticing is that spark of light, it's going through both the light and the dark area. If you're one of these beings that knows that there's just some light that's being extra light, extra power, extra insight, then you know these things are shifting. And you know that the dark energy is going to fight. Won't go down without a fight. But what fights that hard? Usually something that knows that it's on its way out. Right? I have a feeling that that energy is afraid of the loss of power that they're approaching. All right, so I'm just going to pull some from my little blended deck. I know that was odd. That was an odd reading, right? And there's not going to be many people. It doesn't matter to me how many views I get. When I get a message like that, I've got to say it. So just know, if you feel like you've literally been living in a place that has sucked you of your power or your opportunities, I'm not talking about a specific country, I'm talking about the world. Just know that that's changing. All right. Crown games, right use of power. Known by Gaia. As you live on planet Earth, Gaia and the entire system of the Creator knows that you are here. You are known and loved beyond measure. Just known. Time capsules. Within Gaia are time capsules that are now releasing a storehouse of future knowledge and information. New ideas about unity and peace are coming. Perfect. Allow yourself to receive this new energy. What a perfect card for this reading, right? Perfect. And this is what's happening. And this is what's happening. Cleansing. Feeling bogged down by the weight of 1,000 thoughts, feelings, boxes of mystery objects lurking in your closet. Consider this a prescription to clean house. Mentally, physically, literally, figuratively, and anything else that applies adverbally. It's hard to make room for new connections and experiences when every bit of your emotional space is cluttered with, I don't even know that word, bric-a-brac. I don't know what that even means. It was psychic bric-a-brac. I don't know. It's about cleansing, and it's about everything here. Cleansing. That is cleansing. You're probably feeling a lot of energies, intense energies, ascension energies, and a lot of purging at this time, I would think. All right, so that's my weird clown message for you all tonight. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Sending you love. Bye.